on, YouTube fam? Welcome back to the Organized Millennial. I'm Anna, and today I'm going to be closing out September. Finally. Y'all, I've been dragging my feet to do this. I'm like, I don't want to. I don't really want to do it. Why? So I'm finally sitting down to do it. I'm actually going to start it this way, so I don't know why I opened this up. So let me go ahead and bring you guys in so you guys can see where we're at. So I'm going to go through kind of the monthly budget and go over my actual amounts, and we'll be referring to the weekly check-in to figure out some of our cash envelope expenses, and I'll make sure everything else has, a little bow and tie and is neatly packaged and done for September. Don't ask, I don't know where I came up with that analogy, but whatever. So most of you know that I film near a window, so I get some daylight when I'm filming, and I have such a good view of the trees. And they look so pretty, you guys. Oh my goodness. With the fall foliage. Oh, I'm living. All right. Let's get into this budget closeout. So for my mortgage, you guys know the drill. It is the same as the budgeted. Same thing with the condo fee, so not too much difference there. And then electric exact was actually $102.93. My natural gas came in at $18.43. My cell phone was $66.60. Car loan is always the same with $300. And then Apple, of course, which was $12.98. I think there's at least one thing I want to add to this, but we will get to that. So no worries there. Let's go ahead and check in on our cash and see where we're at there. So let me open this up and zoom you guys out a bit. All right, guys, so what I do is go ahead and look through my weekly check-in to figure out what I spent in each of my cash envelopes, and then I go ahead and put them in the actual. And then for my sinking funds, which are right under, I just put in the amounts that I contributed to each of those. So let's go ahead and get started. So for groceries, I spent $20.92. $116.98 for week 2, $79.98 for week 3, and then $123.91 for week 4. So for groceries, I spent a total of over budget, basically. So $341.79 was the total that we spent in groceries. So we were over in groceries. I'm not surprised at all. So not even in the slightest. Then for gas, I think we just spent $25. Yep. So gas we were under in, which is awesome. I wonder if I should no, I'm not gonna get too crazy with the colors. I was thinking about doing a different color for when I'm under budget. Maybe next time. This coil is really gonna mess with me, so we're gonna have to close it, I think, and kind of flip back and forth. So then beauty. I only spent $24.27 in beauty, which is awesome, actually, in comparison to what I have listed here. And then spending. Okay, and we were over by a lot, you guys, in spending. So for spending, we ended up spending $221.92 total, you guys. All right, that's a lot. That's kind of a lot. So we're definitely over in groceries and spending for September. My sinking funds were pretty much all the same. I did go ahead and contribute $100 to Christmas, and $50 to car insurance, car maintenance, and travel. And I did contribute $100 to fun. So let's go ahead and total these babies. Let's total the actuals for each of these so we can see where we're at. So for our September budget, we spent a total of $2,195.45, which is just a tad bit lower than the budgeted amount. Now, for cash and savings, spent a total of $962.98. So I think this is pretty much what happened last month too, where I was under in the totals, but for the categories themselves I was over. But because I was so under in beauty and gas, it kind of ended up balancing itself out, and I was still under than the budgeted. So, you know, I mean, I'll take that, right? I think I can take that. So if I go down here, bills and expenses, I'm just gonna fill this part in. As you guys can see, sorry, I keep like moving this around a lot today. As you guys can see, I just pretty much carried them over, and then this is the total of the income I put is the total of the bills, expenses, and cash and savings. So if it's your first time watching me, I don't share my income. I just total these up to show you, like, this is at least what I would need to make it work. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Okay, so let's just do a flip through of our other sections and see where we're at there. Sorry guys, these budget closeouts are weird because I keep having to flip all over the place, like keep turning pages and such, so don't mind me. Okay, so there's really not too much deviance in these guys when you guys see them. So I don't tend to do like close out my paycheck 1 and 2 on camera, because basically what you guys see in the monthly is what you will see broken down in the paycheck. So I'm just going to go ahead and update paycheck 1 and 2 really quick, and then I'll be right back to share any like crazy changes if there are any with you guys. So sit tight, I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so I went through and just kind of updated the rest of the spread. So paycheck 1 is updated. There really isn't too much of a difference, as you guys can see. There was just like $1, less than a dollar difference in budget and actual for bills and expenses. Cash and savings was exactly the same, so there's the breakdown there. Paycheck 2 the same. There was like a $209 difference in bills and expenses. Cash and savings was the same. And then I already went through my debt tracker and transaction log. I just included the few sinking funds that I used for the month, which was my car maintenance towards the beginning of the month and my fun sinking fund. The only thing that I want to add to my September budget is my plumbing expense. So I did kind of ask you guys in my week 4 check-in, I think, what you guys thought I should kind of list that as. I decided to leave it as it's coded in my weekly check-in, here, as a online debit card transaction. That's usually what my yellows are. I decided to keep it that way, even though it was technically an unbudgeted expense. It came from savings, so it didn't really come from, you know, my paycheck money. So I decided to still classify it as that, and I'm just gonna add it to bills and expenses, $300, and I'm just gonna put from savings. Put a little star next to it so I know that even though I'm including it in the line item, it's not included in the total because it did come from savings. So yeah, so that is pretty much it. Let me just go back to the calendar view. That wraps up September. Not super neatly. I'm sorry if this video is kind of all over the place. I'm still getting used to closing out my budget. It's really odd to do it on camera, so I'm still kind of getting used to it. So I apologize if this was kind of janky in that way. But this is September, you guys. I had 10 no spends for September, which is not too bad. We were again over in groceries and spending, but overall we were under budget, which is a good thing, considering how little I spent in beauty, way less than I thought, which is great. But it does give me some food for thought for upcoming budgets and how I want to allocate these funds moving forward. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, as it really does help support the channel. And as always, if you guys have not already, go ahead and subscribe to your girl for more budgeting and planning related content, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.